Back in our hometown of Keswick in high school. We were 17 years old and we went to a party. We'd never met before, strangely, being in the same small town. But I went to this party and I walked into the room and saw her immediately, and I just knew I wanted to talk to her.
He asked my friend if she needed a ride to her car because I guess it had been down the road, and I came along, and then when my friend was dropped back off at the party, I just decided to stay in his car with him, and we just kind of drove around town together and got to know each other.
I waited a long time, actually. I waited half the night to talk to her. As much as I thought I was confident, I wasn't. I think it was a few weeks later, I finally got her to go on a date. Went out to dinner, and she was hesitant for a while, but she finally caved. Ever since that point, we just felt so comfortable with each other that we tried to spend as much time as we could together.
I resisted for a long time, about a year and a half, and he just never gave up. I think eventually I was like, okay, like he really cares, like he's not walking away from this.
A really good friend of ours passed away. He was just like a baby brother to both of us, and I think that was definitely the most challenging thing that we've ever been through in our lives individually and together. I mean, everybody goes through loss, and it's one thing to experience loss and have the other person support you and be there for you, but when you have such a great loss that you both share, it's very difficult, because when you can't even be there for yourself, it's very difficult to be there for someone else.
He became like my little brother as well, and we were there. We had to be there with his parents, and in the hospital room we had to be part of taking him off life support. So that was extremely hard for us. It was unexpected, and we still deal with it today, but the important thing is that we deal with it together.
We know how to get through things. We know how to rise above them and kind of grow from them. So that's what we plan to do. And I know that there will be nothing that can separate us, because we've been through a lot already, and I'm excited for just what our future holds.
She's become incredibly adventurous. She always wants to travel, she always wants to hike. She really pushes me to do that kind of stuff again, which, even though I complain about it, I love doing it. So that is a big factor. And then she's such a caring person. She just cares about everybody so much. And
normally I'm the one who drags him up mountains, but he was really planning this trip to go hiking up a mountain. So I had a feeling something was up, and he really wanted our friends to come with us.
Been together for 10 years. So years ago, I started getting the hints that that's what she wanted. She wanted to be married, which obviously I knew, and was always my intent. I always used to tell her that it's all part of the plan. I got an opportunity with somebody at a jeweler's to make her the ring that she wanted, but she didn't know I was making it necessarily. So I did that about a year before I proposed. Took months to have it made, almost 6 months, and then I held on to it. I kept it there. I just waited for the perfect time. And the plan was, because she loves mountains so much and she loves climbing, that I wanted to do it on the top of a mountain.
So the four of us went up the mountain, and we got to the summit, and he got down on one knee in front of everybody at the summit, and he proposed, and it was so awkward. He literally could not speak. He just kept repeating himself, and it really didn't get much beyond that, and I was laughing like a hyena. It was ridiculous. It was the most uncomfortable, awkward thing, but it was so cute, and we just felt so giddy, and we couldn't stop smiling at each other.
I think everything about our relationship created the person that I am today, and I have no idea where I'd be had we not met.
I guess we know that marriage itself is not really going to change anything. We're still going to be the same people we are, we're still going to do the same things we do. It's a piece of paper in a sense, but we're more excited about the fact that it's starting a new chapter in our life, and then we can look forward to having kids, starting a family, and just growing old together, really.
I'm so grateful for you and for the life we've built together. When I found you, I found myself. I know that what we have is not easy to come by, and I'll never take you for granted. I'm stronger now because of you. If tomorrow never comes, I would be happy with the life we've lived and the love we shared. You're my best friend in the world, and I can't imagine going through life without you. Forever will never be long enough. I'm so in love with you, and that will never change.
Jackie, the day we first met, we were just kids in high school. I couldn't commit to homework, let alone another person. But when I saw you for the first time, I knew that you were the one I could never let go. You've been my biggest adventure and my largest comfort in my life. You're the most thoughtful, caring person with the biggest heart that I've ever met. I can't wait to laugh, cry, and grow with you for the rest of our life together. I may not be the most expressive person or the most romantic, we both know that, but something you can definitely count on is that I will always love you, no matter what life brings us. Together we can make it through anything. We've proven that before, and we'll prove it again. I love you.